Right then, this is part of my cheap flight adventure to Giessen, and now go to the next lift, which is an awesome inner doorless lift. Yes! This lift is completely original with relay logic. It is completely epic.
Works probably. I haven't tried this before.
It's naughty pig time! And now go to the next lift, which is a swing door lift, but on the inside of this lift it's got an automatic door taking up half the door frame, but the rest of the door frame's with an inner swing door. That is so weird. And now go to the next lift, which has a really nice loud levelling sound. And now to the next lift, which is a big Giessen lift. So then go on top this lift, and it's really weird, there's no inspection switch. This is Giessen's way of stopping unauthorised lift surface. There's an up and down button, an emergency stop button, but the inspection switch is in the motor room, which is rather dangerous. Now I have surfed a lift like this before, and that was in Mainz, and you can just about do it. It's not particularly safe, but this particular time there's quite a few people back on the lower floors, and it's a bit too risky, especially since I'm not really that in control of the lift this way. So now go to the next lift. And this lift's got an unusual door mechanism. The inner door opens the outer door just by pushing it open. Then there's a roller on the side of the door frame. It's quite unusual and a bit scary because it took me quite a few times to actually get myself out of this lift from on top. And now we go to the next lift. So then, let's surf it. And now go to the next lift. Safety brake.
Open further.
And now to a still lift, only goes between 2 floors. And now go to a swing door lift. Just press the emergency stop between floors. And the inner doors open it. So that means the inner doors are wide up to the retracting door cam circuit. And now go to a great big hydraulic lift in a shop. Let's drive emergency stop button. On the way up it's really bumpy. Now, the next day we meet up with Vels in Germany, Eliwag and Trizzo. So then, along we go to an EO disc and let's surf it.
Ja, wir har lite topplag. Det blir så.
And now go to the train station lift. Safety brake.
Goes back down the slow speed.
And now go to the next lift, which is a lift in a tower. The buttons have been replaced, but it's still got nice old logic. Because if you safety brake it a little tiny bit, then immediately connect the safety again, it will start moving again, even if the lift has not yet fully stopped, which is nice, simple logic.
There's nothing interesting in the basement.
But...
Just been here.
Oh well, safety brake.
So then, let's surf it, which is really risky. You've got big windows in the doors, and yeah, you don't want to get caught lift surfing in Germany. And now go to the next lift, safety brake. And now go to the next lift, safety brake. Right then, here we go along on this diesel train.
ist auf Englisch.
And here is a lift with musical buttons. And along I go to Frankfurt HBF station, and here is a lift outside, and it's locked off, you can't call this lift. Open it up and, ooh, long way down. I must go all the way down to the S-Bahn. Nice long way down. And when I was opening up this lift, some people spotted me, and I quickly ran away as they were coming towards me. Yeah, in Germany, it's ordinary people walking about all question you if they see you opening up a lift. So yes, surfing lifts in Germany is very risky. So then along I go to the U-Bahn. Now, my plane home's at 6 o'clock in the morning. I decided to stay awake all night. Well, there wasn't really that much point trying to get to sleep at night, but nevertheless, staying awake all night was tiring. But one really good thing is I really got a good feel for Frankfurt's transport systems. I went all round on the U-Bahn, S-Bahn, trams and everything. And here is a tram. And along we go to a funicular. And this funicular is not cable pulled, it's chain pulled. And it's really rattly. And this station's quite weird. You can see that the U-Bahn and trams actually look very similar. The only difference is the tram's low floor and the U-Bahn's high floor, and the U-Bahn goes a bit quicker, but other than that they're very similar. And here is the U-Bahn.
Ja, das war
So in along I go to the outskirts of Frankfurt in the middle of the night, and everything is all silent, hardly anyone about. I am in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night, and there's not many trains about because they're slowly shutting the trains down for the night. And along I go to the next funicular, which is a cable-pulled funicular. Yeah, and these funiculars are not particularly fast, they're not really that efficient really.
Tür geöffnet.
And now I go out to middle of nowhere on a tram, and this is the last tram back into Frankfurt. Yeah, if this tram got cancelled, I'd be screwed. And it's really creepy being right out in the middle of nowhere. When I go to a city, as well as seeing city centre, I like to just get on the transport and go right out to the outskirts, because often you can find interesting things. And it is really creepy right out here in the middle of the night. And now, along I go back to Frankfurt HBF, and it's time for the very last U-Bahn train of the night. And cute little mouse comes out to drink someone's fizzy drink which they spill. And here it is, the very last U-Bahn train. And once this train departed, things got really creepy. Everyone got on this train apart from a couple of people. And the people who didn't get on it were the weirdos. As soon as this train left, a couple of people started weeing in the middle of the station. They didn't even attempt to hide themselves. They just stood there in the middle of the platform and started weeing. That's disgusting. And here's the escalator down to the S-Bahn. Everything's switched off now, none of the escalators work. The S-Bahn's looking all creepy and empty. I've even shut the door. The lifts don't work anymore. Everything's switched off for the night. There's a few policemen about with guns and a load of quite weird, intimidating people about. Right, let's get out of here. This is a bit scary. And along I go to the main platforms of the HBF station. Everything's empty, although there are a few mainline trains running throughout the night. So then, 3 o'clock in the morning, get on the overpriced bus back to Frankfurt Hahn, and it's now finally time to get on my airplane at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it is snowing! And after a long delay, because Frankfurt Hahn Airport was complete utter shit, and it took them an hour just to clear the runway, fucking hell, the airplane now finally departs back to Stansted. Then, back at Stansted, potluck whether you get to go on the transit train or not, and this time, yes, we did manage to get on the transit train. For some reason they run one coach transit trains, which I never quite get because not everyone managed to fit onto it. And here is the other view from last time. Here's the view out of the front of the transit train on the arrivals journey.
Hold tight. This transit is stopping to pick up only. Please do not leave the transit at this station. This transit is for arrivals, baggage reclaim and flight connection. This is an important announcement. This transit is departing for the terminal building. Welcome to London Stansted Airport. To assist the arrivals process, would all passengers please prepare for passport control. Have your passport or ID ready by removing any cover as within the photo page shown. For all passengers over 18 travelling with an e-passport, please use the e-gate. After clearing passport control, please reclaim any baggage and exit. Please hold tightly. Welcome to London Stansted Airport. To assist the arrivals process, will all passengers please prepare for passport control. Have your passport or ID ready by removing any cover as within the photo page shown. For all passengers over 18 travelling with an e-passport, please use the e-gate. After clearing passport control, please reclaim any baggage and exit through the customs channels. Please hold tightly.